Hey everyone, it's Joe, the 50-something Dasher, and in today's video, I want to cover a topic that's been talked about a lot in the past by other gig tubers, and I thought I would just kind of give my 2 cents on the subject here. And the topic of the video today is, can you do door dashing or any, gig tube work in general full time? Is that something that's, or are they just, should they just be like side hustles? Or can you do it full time? Okay, so in short, okay, my brief answer to this is no, you can't do it full time. Okay, if you're concerned at all whatsoever about like job security. Okay. Now, I'll preface everything by saying here that I can only speak to about DoorDash. So, as far as other gig work, I've done Uber Eats, but that was years ago, 2017, and I only did it for about a month. So, and I haven't done any other type of gig work. I can't remember what it was even called. There was something else I signed up for and created a profile, but I never got any work through it. And some other ones that I've thought about but just haven't signed up for yet or looked into it more. So I can only speak to DoorDash. Now, in my earlier videos, I talked about how DoorDash was like a godsend to me. I mean, in my W-2, I was doing great during COVID. In 20 and 21, I was doing great. And then after that, things just took a nosedive. I mean, overtime went away practically, and I was struggling. And in comes DoorDash, and things have been great for me. DoorDash at the moment is my primary source of take-home income, and it's going to be like that for until later on this year. And then the W-2 will then, because of my deductions and everything the way they are now, it's going to be different the second half of the year. And then I'll start making more of my W-2. But for right now, DoorDash is primary source of income. But having said that, right now, if I had to just answer, like, how secure do I feel in my the work that I do with DoorDash continuing, like, it's as far as like my job security, if I had to rate it on a scale, like what do I feel my job security with DoorDash is? There it is right there. There's my feeling of my level of job security. So that's what, absolutely no way in the world would I consider right now in my current situation quitting my W-2 and just doing DoorDash solely as my only income. Absolutely not, because of this right here. I've seen way too many stories on not just YouTube, but also across social media of DoorDash drivers that just get like deactivated just like that. I mean, no warning, nothing. It's just one day they're dashing and everything seems to be doing great. And then the next day they log in and boom, there's that message. Sorry, you've been deactivated. So long. And the thing you got to remember also is this is a lot different than most of like your W-2 employers. Whereas typically when you get fired from a W-2, there's at least, well, hopefully you don't just get fired all of a sudden for no reason, but a lot of times there's something that caused that termination. Obviously there's something that like led up to that poor attendance, poor performance, and, I would hope in most cases that the employer would let you know and address the issues, what's going on, before you get fired. Okay, so with DoorDash, it's like completely different. So and it's not, as far as I can tell, it's not a person or a team of people or anything like that doing these deactivations. As far as I can tell, from everything that I've heard on social media, it's the system. So basically, you're tracked by the system and the algorithm, all this kind of thing. We all know that. And if the system detects certain things, going like, things that seem shady, like that the system detects, not people, as far as I know, then you just get deactivated. Contract violations, that's another thing. I don't know if it's the same for everybody. I mean, I really have no idea. But I've heard that if you have 3 contract violations at one time, then the system could just like instantly automatically deactivate you. That's what I've heard. And then I've seen also, like on Facebook or wherever, other people have said that some dashers have gotten more than just 3 at one time. Like they got 4 or 5 at one time before they were deactivated. So like I said, I really don't know. But these customers that steal, and that you deliver their order and they say that they didn't get the order, and then you get the contract violation, and then that's on there until you can dispute it. I dispute all of mine, and I've had some taken off. I know I've seen on social media there's dashers that say that they've never got one removed before. Well, I have, so I don't know, but I had 2 in one day before. And I contested those, and I think at least one of those was removed the next day or the day after. But I could have just as easily had 3 in one day, and then boom, automatic deactivation just like that. So just from like, I'm doing DoorDash right now, and you might as well say I'm doing it full time. Because like I said, it's my primary source of income at the moment. But I would not recommend this as like full-time work unless either you weren't worried about job security whatsoever. If that's not a concern for you, then hey, go for it. Or you have like something else that you have lined up. If you have like there's lots and lots of multi-appers out there. So if you're on like 5 or 6 different apps, so it doesn't really matter if you get deactivated from DoorDash tomorrow, you still got like 4 other apps to go to. Well, then fine, but now another thing I'll say about that, multi-apping and everything, more and more people are wanting to do this kind of work. Now it's getting like more and more popular. And so at least in my experience, it seems like it's harder to get onto these platforms than maybe it was like a year or 2 ago. So, and that's just my experience. I've talked about this before. It's been, I don't know, 8-9 months ago. I thought just for the heck of it, I would try to get onto Grubhub, and I went to do the sign up process. Nope, sorry, there's too many drivers in your area. You can't get on. And so that just ended that. My wife, she's currently has a account with DoorDash, but when she first tried to sign up, same thing with her. Nope, sorry, there's too many drivers, you can't sign on. And it wasn't until like a month or two later she was able to get on. So keep that in mind as well, that if you're not on one of these apps yet, or you are and you want to try to get on some other apps, keep that in mind, that it's this type of thing, like I said, is pretty popular, and lots of other people want to get on the apps as well. So but anyway, that's my take on all of this. It's kind of like it can be done. You can do this type of thing full time, but it's just the job security. Like I said, that's what I feel it is. And then, like I said, I can only speak to DoorDash. I don't know if it's the same thing with, like, Grubhub, Instacart, Amazon Flex, are all of the, drop a comment below if you're on any of those other platforms, and let me know, is it the same with all of those as well, that you can just get deactivated just like that tomorrow? Let me know, because I'd be curious about that. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, check out my other videos. And until next time, thanks again for watching.